Hello. Hey, I got my favorite streamer apparently. Was waiting to see if a couple of people would join. So, you have to. We're just gonna put explosions today because it's Diwali and people are crazy about fireworks. I hope my audio's still audible. There's zero people watching. Okay, that's sad. Is anyone out there? Says I need to change my video resolution to 1440p. Why though? Why would I change? Why would I reduce my um, resolution? Well, it seems to still stream 1440p. Who was on the stream? Could you confirm whether you also see 1440p as an option, even though it says not supported? YouTube just, it doesn't say why it's not supported though. It seems like 1440p to me. I'm just gonna keep streaming. I'm at like a low bit rate or something. Let's see. Poor. Stream status poor. No idea. Can someone tell me if my audio is fine? It says one concurrent viewers. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go. See if I can just change the bitrate. To what's the bitrate for 40p? Tell me. 1440p, it's 25 to 30 Mbps, it seems. Let me try just increasing. Maybe it works. It's gonna set it to 30,000 kbps. Okay, done. Does that work? Come on, YouTube. Maybe I need to quickly restart. Hold on, guys. If anyone's even on. Okay, just restarted the stream. It still says poor. I don't know why. we're just gonna go with that. Just gonna go with that. All right. So let's get started. Uh, anyone's coming, they can join us later. What do I just start a little bit. But we're just gonna check all that. We're gonna start over. I did start with the manifest. Okay, so let's get our browser types, right? So we need our browser types. So this is, I have switched to Dino. Reference. What is it? Is that a thing? No, it's not. I'm gonna let's look at definitely typed. Sure, I had it somewhere. All right, so these are the types that we need. Just gonna copy, not the thing. I'm just gonna copy a link to the raw file, and I'm gonna make that reference. What's wrong with that? Invalid reference. Okay. Let's Dino reference. It's just reference types, not that URL. We need to cache this. Cache. All right. So that's fine. And we can get rid of that, and we just use write text file sync. So the purpose of this file is just to create the manifest, and doing this, making it a function. It doesn't necessarily need to be a function. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that, and this gives me types, right? And that. So we just stringify that. People are texting me on Telegram, hoping it would appear on the stream, but Telegram's on the other window, so it's not gonna. Once I do that, it's just gonna write manifest.json, and we're all good, right? So we just have that. So we need access to tabs, cookies. Why cookies? Because we want to manage containers. To manage containers, you need cookies and you need contextual identities, right? So that's that. We can get rid of that. What's in here? Yeah, we can get rid of that. Yeah, we can do that. So right now we're only creating a manifest. We'll just call this tabs, maybe mkr/tabs. If it complains about a slash, we'll just fix it later. We are using manifest v3, but we're using the Firefox version of it. I am not too concerned about Chrome support. I will do my the minimum effort to support Chrome, but it's not a design goal, right? And permissions. Okay, so let's think about this. So I want to manage tabs. I want to manage tabs in the pop-up window. The pop-up is basically this, right? So where's my stream? I have too many things open. Yeah. So the pop-up is basically this window that opens when you open an extension, right? And this is a good example of that. This is tab search. Tab search is very close to what I want, but it's not been maintained for years. It doesn't have great keyboard support. You can't. I forgot what you can't do. Oh yeah, you can't delete. You can't like delete or multi-select, or there's a bunch of features it could have. It's been abandoned since like 2019. I considered I considered forking it. I considered PRing to it. But really, I think it would not be enough. It would not be enough. There is an extension called One Tab. Someone suggested it to me a bit ago. So One Tab basically reduces your tabs into one tab, and this is all the tabs that survive. I have a tab problem. This is me after kind of fixing that problem. I have like 20, 30 tabs in the list still, but I ideally before this I had like 3 different windows with each with hundreds of tabs open, and they total up to 1252 tabs. A year ago I used to have a like a weekly ritual, you could say. I had a weekly ritual where I'd clean up all my tabs and leave only the ones useful remaining. The reason I leave all my tabs open is because I want to come back to them. And so anything I haven't been done with, anything I still want to go back. I want to finish reading an article. I want to do something about something. I don't know. So I leave the tab open until I can come back to it, and it just adds up. You know how it is. It just adds up, and then one day I wake up and I have thousands of tabs open. This 1252 tabs was only on desktop. And I also have a laptop, and I have a mobile phone, and I have no idea how many tabs are open on my phone right now. Because Firefox just stops counting, and so does Chrome. It just says infinity after some time. It's not very useful. Come on, who thought this was a good idea? Someone got paid for this. Anyway, I still have 700 something tabs in my laptop, and possibly several hundreds on my phone. Firefox handles it admirably. It can restore tabs on a restart, so it just works. But the problem for me is that you might say, why not bookmarks? The reason no bookmarks is because once it goes in the bookmarks folder, it's never coming back. It's never coming back. It's just gonna languish in there. So that's why we're building tabs today. So I showed you tab search and I showed you one tab, and I would like to have the features of both and a bit more. So I want to be able to open tabs, search for tabs in the pop-up menu, pop-up view. Manage. I don't know. Copilot just understands, man. But yeah, it somehow realizes that I wanted to do that. Anyway, that's not the primary thing. I want to manage tabs in an extension. What do you say? Extension page. That's what it's called, right? So let's declare these in manifest, right? So let's go like background service worker. Perfect. I want that, and let's call it service worker JS. Probably let's call it etched because I'm gonna build into it. I'll have something like an SRC, and I'll have an etched. And I want, what do I want? Pop up. What is it called? Page action. Is that it? Default pop up. Default title. I don't know if I need that. Okay, let's have that. Let's have that. We'll have etched / popup.html. Sounds good to me. And we need one more thing, which is page. What is it called? We need commands. But before that, let's see. Let's check what MDN has to say. Okay. Extension pages. So how do you define that? Okay. There are two options for displaying extension pages: window.create or tabs.create. We want tabs.create. So with the windows.create, you can open a HTML page into a detached panel without the browser. So that's what it is. But we don't need that. I think. I mean, like, downloads does that, but I always hate it. I would prefer it to be a normal tab. So we'll just do tabs.create. So that would happen from the service worker, I would assume. So, okay, got it. So let's create these. Let's do SRC, and let's do ext. I think we would put the HTML directly in there and the JS in SRC, and we'll just build from SRC into ext. Right. So let's create search page HTML, and we also want whatever we call pop-up. Let's create popup.html, and service worker. So we'll do service worker.ts. So we have browser, browser commands. We also need commands. So if we want our things to be activated by shortcuts, how do you write command? I think it has to be an array, right? Description, launch search, suggested key, and we want Control-Shift F. What's wrong here? It has to be an object. We want default. Okay. Can I do that? Okay. If we want launch search tab, and for which we'll do control. What's an easy shortcut? Control Shift F works very well. We could use Alt F for now, I guess. What's wrong with this? Aha. So it wants. Let's look at MDN. What MDN has to say. Commands. Commands manifest JSON key. Aha. So it needs a key. Okay, got it. See, this does have to be an object. And we're just gonna create search tab and search. It's just search and that's search tab. All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. And then how do we handle it? On command. On command. Add listener. Why isn't this add event listener? So we do command. If command equals search. I actually want to do action.open popup. Yeah. Copilot is doing a lot of my work for me. And if it's search tabs, tab, it's a single tab. Yeah. Browser, extension. It was something else. Browser tabs create. What else can we? We don't need width and height. Web page design. What is this? Acorn, Firefox design system. Oh, I see. So we could use this to match Firefox's design style. Do they give us like CSS? CSS variables? Desktop name. Yeah. So we could use that. We could. And we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Okay. Let's see what else they have. Components. Desktop. Now that I see this, I'm thinking Firefox is going to allow us to publish extensions for mobile soon. But I don't know what we need to think about for that. So we'll come back to that later. That's a thing for later. We only want to do desktop first. Desktop Firefox. What is all this? This component status, overall accessibility. Okay. Wait, what? There's all of like one component documented. There's like one component documented. Come Come on, Firefox. Figma library. Where's the Figma library? What do you mean internal only? Is this supposed to be for? Is this supposed to be a reference for Firefox developers and not for us? And then just someone saw it and thought you could just list it here. Window manipulator example. Okay. Address bar suggestions. I think we should take control of this. Could be interesting. Could be. Yeah, we'll do that. So, well. Let's mark this in our README. Search address bar suggestion ? All right. Okay. I do have a little bit of cold. We'll cope with that too. All right. So we want tabs.create. And URL is just the path. So it's gonna be hd/ pop-up search.html. Is that what we called it? Search page. I'll just call it search. Okay. That should be our background script for now. These return promises. I should just return them so that they don't check the other ifs. Okay. We have a service worker for now. So let's start working on I would say pop-up. So let's look at the README again. So we will want pop-up.html. We do want search.html. Or actually, let me move this out. I'm just trying to figure out what components we need here. Right? We have manifest.json, service worker .js, and we want. We do not need a background.js, I don't think. We have a service worker, so we don't need a background.js. We don't need it. Instead, we do want something here and here, right? So pop-up HTML. is gonna have pop-up.js, search.js, whatever, and then we have a generic model.js, I think, which is just all the different data stuff that data stuff in one file. So that's what I actually did start with, right? Just mute WhatsApp. All right, so that's what I just started with. So let's move model into that. All right. So let's see what we have here. We have the type tab. We have the type container, and I have things for list tabs, list containers, show tab, remove tab, and we have a bunch of filters. So we can filter by window. We can filter by container, filter by domain. Yeah. Let's think about this for a second. So okay. All right. I think we can just start building pop-up HTML, and or maybe we'll start with search HTML. We'll just start with this. Wasn't this a tab cleanup video? I actually did make a video. Hey Kevin, welcome to the stream. So just for you guys, right? Just for you guys. Let me find the video. I'm sure it was here somewhere. Where is it? Where is the video? Oh yeah. This is after I moved stuff into one tab. This was actually the final window that I was cleaning up. How's the fireworks scene here? I if you can't hear it, I'm just happy, man. I can hear it the whole time. It's gonna cause me endless headaches. And this is how it went yesterday. I spent a lot of time cleaning up my tabs. And to make this easier, to make this faster, I don't want to bring them all into one tab. I want to do it while the tabs are open, right? And that's what tab search doesn't let me do. So let's do that, right? All right, so we have this. I think what we're gonna do is there isn't a lot of static stuff. There's just gonna be one form, and within that form, it's gonna have all the all the. So there's going to be an input field. You can enter a search term. I feel like we can also do like advanced filters like Google style, site colon whatever, and all that. So there'd be one of that, one input field, and a bunch of tabs, similar to what one tab is, but with the tab still open, right? So okay, so all right. So let's create that. So I started with this a little bit. Let me move this into SRC now. I started with this. Just gonna move all this stuff a bit into let's do depths. Hyperactive.ts. Export from that. And I also want elements.ts. Where I do DOM. This goes here. And then I do DOM. libdom. Okay. Okay. I got it. So we do dom.ts. Export. Do that. And now we can reduce these inputs into depths, hyperactive, depths, dom.ts, and I'd also do HTML input element here and delete that. Depths elements. All right, much better. So we tell Firefox that so the point of this thing is that there are no globals in my environment. I mean, right now there are because of these reference types. There are global types for the web extension stuff, but Hyperactive exports all the DOM stuff, all the DOM types as types, right? And we can just import that. And because of this does not pollute the global environment. If I go to service worker.js, I don't have document. I don't have I do have window, but there's no window.document, right? So it doesn't have the browser APIs in service worker, which makes sense. The service worker scope. Right now it's only going to have the web extension stuff. If we need service worker stuff, we'll do that out. You can't believe this. I mean, I'll justify myself. GNOME. Yeah, I know, right? So I was using NixOS with i3 last year, and things just kept breaking, man, non-stop. I can't even say I didn't know how to do it. I mean, I did I did not early on, but even when I kept trying to do what the NixOS people tell me to, even when I tried to do what the NixOS docs tell me to, it kept breaking. And one day it just went too far. I couldn't. My Firefox stopped working. Telegram stopped working. Occasionally, when Telegram stopped working, I would just downgrade or like go to beta or something like that. And one day it just stopped working. And because it's NixOS, you can't even run static binaries. It's just crazy out there. and so I just decided I'll just install Debian again, but I had a lot of work to do and I could not spend time on setup, so I just decided I'll just go for GNOME for now. And as you know, there's nothing more permanent than a temporary fix. That's what happened. I do want to go back to i3 as soon as possible. I've just been caught in a lot of work right now, but I would sometime. I remember having a bind utility. Do I still have it? Does it work at all? I have no idea. What does it do? I think it should work. Yeah, I think it should work. At least for inputs, string inputs. I think. So bind, you just do input and then you have state, and you don't need this, right? So you have form. So what's this? So you have a form which has an input, and that input is bound to the state, and then I have a div within which I want to render a list of stuff, list of tabs. All right, I think we can work with that for now. What's list? So okay, so we have search, search, right? Search. We have search. We split it up. We map it into I was probably just messing with it. So let's just split the search term up, and we'll just do a naive search right now, right? We'll just do what do we have in model? We have list. That's no good. So I mean, let's call it tokens, and then we'll do list. Does it auto import at all? Doesn't seem to be. Tabs, we have the tabs list. We'll do tabs dot what's in tabs. We need to await it. Async tabs dot filter tab tokens dot every. Okay, I think that is fine. And then we want to map it into tab dot name. Do we have name? What is it called? Title. And we'll call it list. Okay. What do we call it? We'll call it items for now. So this is a UL, so this needs to be inside a li. And I kind of want to see how far this works, if at all. Right? It should already let us search, and it should already list tabs, right? So how do we set this up? We'll create a small build.sh. I'm not gonna use heavy tooling for this. I just want to do like Dino bundle. Let's do Dino bundle A src slash view.ts. I should call it search.ts. Search.ts ext search.js. So let's do bin bash. I think bash just works, right? So let's do, it doesn't, chmod a plus x Oh, okay. Bundle doesn't need a. Cannot find browser. Okay. So I think what we should do. I did this as a quick hack because this basically leaks the types into the whole environment. But they don't want us to do that. So let's just do that. I think we need to do that in every new entry level file. Right, so let's do that. Okay. Well, why is it 20 KB though? Maybe Hyperactive. I don't know. Search.js. I hope there's only one copy of Hyperactive here. What is it doing? I want to search for this. Should I enable that? I don't know what's happening. Okay. There's only one copy of that. So I think we should be fine. How much is it? It's only 700 lines. It's fine. So now we do need to build manifest into ext also, I think. Right, so let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of all the ext slash. Leave those two. We'll do that. And then we'll say you know what? I'm just gonna do console.log. And then build.sh can just do dno run a manifest.es and redirect it into a ext manifest JSON. Yeah. Deprecated and removed in the future. They just had to remove such a useful thing. All right. All right. All right. So we need to see if this has even begun to work. Right. So let's go back to Firefox. Is it? I need to do something about this. Okay. Just gonna move all my extra stuff. All the extra browsers to another window, another workspace. What do I have left? Close anything I don't need. Okay, I think we should be fine. Zegs. About add-ons. Okay. I forget how to add extensions. I know we need to enable something. Manage extension shortcuts. That's going to be useful in a bit. But first, install add-on from file. Debugging add-ons. Load temporary add-on. Can I use that? Where did I put this? Okay. Can I just load the manifest? I cannot. Do I have to zip it? Uh, does not contain a valid manifest. What does that mean? Nothing happened. Um, can I do this? It appears to be corrupt. Why would it be corrupt? Huh? Ah, I think it just added the folder itself. Let's try now. Interesting. Um, or let's move tabs.zip into temp. Unzip tabs.zip. It does still do that. Okay, got it. And tabs.zip. Huh. I don't want it to have the ext stuff. Or maybe what I need to do is just let manifest do be outside. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. We'll do that, and we'll make manifest do ext. So we'll do ext, and let's put this in build. I want tabs.zip, ext, and manifest. All right, let's try loading that. I'm just gonna add this here. Why? Event-driven background scripts. Okay. So I can't have a service worker. Do I just do scripts? Will that work? It seems to have worked. Let's do Alt F. Okay, Alt F is not going to work. We need let's just do Control Alt F for now, and then we can improve later. That's not doing anything. Interesting. Right. This does need a script tag. It's not breaking because of this, but we need this anyway. So let's do search.js. Let's just do that for now. Let's see. Random doesn't have any document opened yet. Let's remove it and rebuild. And let's try doing this again. Control Alt F doesn't work. What if I remove that and just do Control Shift F? I know for sure Control Shift F should work because the other extension does use it. Until I get it working, I'm just gonna remove and reload. No, it's not working. No working, dude. So suggested key default. Let's see if it shows up. Let's see if it shows up in extension shortcuts. It does. Launch search tab, Control Shift F. But when you do it, nothing happens. Maybe. Wait. Where's the background script? We're not actually building it yet. Bundle. Yeah, let's just do that. And I'm just gonna call it background. All right. Okay. It should work now. Remove, load. Wait, what? It just worked with the manifest.json. Let's see, manifest is ext/service worker. It's not getting built. We need background.js, but it's not getting built yet. What's wrong here? Okay. Put this in background. Firefox. Okay. Okay, so let's do this again. I think I need like what is that? And what is that What is that you do to enable stick mode? And this should be fine for now. Okay, so we now have background script. We can reload. Control Alt F, nothing happens. Control Shift F, nothing happens. Remove. Nope, nope. Nothing happens. Let's double check everything. This manifest is not necessary. Also, let's do a git init. Oh, never mind. That's what I meant to do. Okay. So how do we know this is working? Okay. Inspect. Okay, background JS. Let's do Control Shift F. Nothing happens. Interesting. Okay, let's see if this is at least loaded at all. Doesn't seem to be. Let's do process logs. And let's inspect. Interesting. It doesn't seem to have reloaded at all. Oh, because we didn't rebuild. Reload. Reload. Okay. Control Shift F. Oh my god. It did get that. EHT. Maybe it can't do EHT. It just has to be search. Has it reloaded? No, it does. It hasn't. Reload. F. Inspect. It does just say search.html now, and it should be in the same place. Excuse me. Okay, let's do pause on exceptions. Pause on caught exceptions. I don't know why it would ever get caught. Well, let's do it anyway. Oh, weird. Let's go back to that. Okay. Okay. It definitely. Ah. I hate myself so much. I hate myself so much. One second, I have lost track of chat. If anyone's saying anything. Okay, nothing. What do they expect? It's too many tabs again. Too many fucking tabs. These are too many windows. Okay, here's the chat. Okay. Okay, you guys. Let's get this working again. Yeah. Built it. I'll figure this out next time I do something. Stream setup. It's been a while. You can see that. Alright. Let's reload that. Control Shift F. Oh my god, it did something. It did something. It cannot find search.html. Okay. We'll just do ext. Alright. Alright, did something. Let's see what the errors are. Can't access because I'm trying to mount it on the wrong thing. Let me see. Search. I'm trying to mount it on an element called app, which does not exist. Just do div. Reload. What is it now? I meant to do body. I'll just do document.body. That has to this. There's nothing in document. That's not good because it will remove the script tag. So let's go back to app. Let's just add that in. Search.html. ID app. All right, that should be fine. Okay, something's happening. It's not reactive though. That's weird. Maybe bind is broken. Let's see what bind is doing actually. we pass it a node. It sees if it has a ref. If it has it, it just saves it somewhere and then takes the initial value of state and sets that into the value of is that supposed to be node dot attributes dot value? I think it should be node dot value. Signing to this would not cause an error, but it would just silently fail. This was. I'll just write it. I'll just make a copy of it for now. Let's move this here. And then we do that. What's with my just remove this. Reload. Reload. It just failed. Export declarations. Export. This didn't need export. Holy shit. Just got it working, guys. It's not working great, but it is working. No idea how it's working. Let's look at the code. That needs to be fixed in Hyperactive. Let's see. We look for whether every token is in the title somewhere. So just gonna do doesn't matter. So that should kind of work. If I do add, it should give me add-ons, but it does only for A. I see. It's case sensitive. It's case sensitive. Okay. So we could do that. What I'm gonna do is just map this token and that. Thanks, GPT. Build. Reload. And now we have add-on, debugging, manifest. Okay, perfect. Now let's make it. Work. When search is empty, the list should be empty, right? So let's do. Let's filter boolean, and then we do tokens dot. We can also trim tokens dot length is equal to 0, empty list. If not, build the thing you need to. All right. What would happen if I just loaded the manifest? It doesn't seem to work. That seems like it should work. Says the location is that tabs, and /ext / search is the right location. Anyway, let's just do the zip. What's wrong? Something wrong with the tokens? What's wrong? Reloaded. Okay, it works. Okay, so now let's get to building some useful stuff. We will need to move this out into a component. I wonder if we can instead of calling list every single time, I wonder if we can subscribe to it, like on created. So we could do something like tabs, and we could do that. Yeah, and we could export that. Interesting. So that way, we don't ever need to call list again. We just do tab. One thing that would be nice to have would be if the tabs change, the page needs to react to it. So we'll think about that in a bit. It's still I need to reload. Doesn't work all of a sudden. Let's Reload. Look at the console. Ah. So these don't seem to be working. Huh. Weird. Unupdated. We also need to do that. Don't actually need that. That's true. What would this have? Okay, never mind. Let's see if we actually get something here. That would always be an empty array, but let's see if we at least get that. We do. So we know definitely that this line has been reached. So let's do reload. Let's try doing that. Okay, it does say updated. So what's wrong with this thing? Oh, it does get the tab created event. So what's the issue? I don't get it. Why does this never change? It's a binding, so it should reflect the value here. It's a live binding. Interesting. Just gonna let's see. Maybe something happens when we build it. You know, like have tabs here. But I mean, it's literally there's not even an import here. It's literally on the same page, the same file. It's literally right there. But that makes no sense. Let's reload that. All right. All right. Oh, got it. Never mind. My bad. It should be await list because it doesn't know the existing tabs. I was being silly. Never mind. Never mind, you guys. Third. Okay. Hmm. So you can't use top level await in here. Kind of makes sense because the background script is a script. Let's see what Ambien has to say. Let's see if we can. We could do a background page instead of a background script, and then we could load a module. I think that would be simpler. So let's just do that. Page is it? Background.html, and then we just have background.html, and we do script type module src background.js. And this would not work in Chrome, at least under manifest v3, because they just removed background pages. We'll see. Let's see. So now that should the dude, what am I thinking? Why am I so stupid? Like I didn't need to delete that. This is still fine. I just also need to do type module here. I don't know why I thought I was dealing with a background script. Let's reload that. Okay. Manifest add-ons. Okay, perfect. Kind of works. Now the thing is, this does not preserve tab order. And calling list on every time you type a character seems kind of wasteful. But I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it too. Just gonna do it. It's all local. Can't be that hard. Even if you have 1,000 tabs, they should still be fast. It's fine. All right, let's think about the next thing. We need to move this out, right? So let's do search results.ts import at libli. We'll just do like a button. We want to take name on right. Right. All right, this comes here. Right. Yep. Learning hyperactive. Yeah. Okay, so when you click on it, we need to show we'll just take tab show if tab.id will just show tab.id. And here we just do tab result just build that, reload. Why doesn't it work? Does the background script not work anymore? Inspect. The add-on doesn't have any document opened yet. Background page. What happened to my background page? Let's try making it persistent. Persistent is unsupported in manifest v3. Okay. Can I go back to scripts? We don't really care about our background page. Okay. Reload. This needs. What am I missing? This needs to be tab.name. Title. Let's reload that. Okay. Okay, that kind of works. I guess we could now do a little bit of style. Let's do search.css, and in search.html we can just do link css, search.css, and then here we're doing ul this style none. Firefox supports nesting today, so let's make use of it. Margin 0. I need to look into one of those tools for this. Okay, I think we need padding 0. Like something for hot reloading. Okay. That kind of works. And now we need we'll put this inside. I think we'll do article, right? And then we'll do button. Just do like a big cross. Let's where did I fuck up? Again, this needs to go in the end. I think we'd be a bit shorter if we just did that. Yeah, it's a bit better. It's a little nicer to read. I think let's get rid of this. And here, we'll just do that. Probably like that. Right. Okay. So we also want to give the name. Let's do, sorry, the URL. So let's do like a paragraph tag. Yeah. Perfect. Now let's do li article, just to display a flits. That should be enough. Okay. I meant to give it a gap and then I forgot about it. Let's also do let's do that. Give it a gap of 2 rem, 1 rem, and do math width 50 cars. Math height. The math width stuff should happen in the button itself. let's add this for now. Let's do button. Cars, and we can do overflow hidden, and we can do text overflow ellipsis. See if that works. I think it will still try to wrap vertically. Seems like it doesn't. Oh, let's open that up. That's a long one. Yeah, it does still wrap vertically. So we need to also fix the vertical height. So let's try that. So like 1.5 gram. Doesn't show the ellipses though. What do you need for that? Let's see if this works. It needs to update itself right after. But okay. So we need to move tabs into a state value. Right. We'll do that. We also need to make let's try making let's direction column. Why is there such a large amount of space? Because of that. Okay. I'm just gonna do like nobody gets any margins. When is the last time I needed that? Right, and so we need to move this into that. So what I would need is for this. So let's do like new state. That's simple. We don't need new. It's state. So we don't need that. We do tabs, publish. Does it reveal the current value at all? Like, isn't it? When I do publish, I'm pretty sure publish does not actually update. Yeah, it doesn't. That's an issue. That is an issue. Yeah. Or we need something like React's this thing, or we don't have that yet. We don't have that yet. Okay. What we could do is copy state over from Hyperactive. We'll bring it back to Hyperactive once we're done. And what we're going to do is we're going to say there's going to be the state equals that and return state. Should I do like satisfies simple state? Okay. So what I should probably do is state equals value in it, and then I can do state dot value is equal to init. Sorry, it is equal to value, and then I can do return that. So just doing that, we'll do state init is missing. All right. I just assume state had it. Okay, so let's do init here, and let's do value. Okay, we need to think more about this. For now, it's fine. Okay. We need that be as const. Okay, so that kind of works. So let's try using that state instead of the one from Hyperactive. So now we can do state.value. This does mean tabs will be out of order. But how else do we do this? we could make list actually a function that sets tabs. We could do for all cases, we could do just await list. Let's see. This will work for now. We can always come back and fix this later if we need to. So I'm just gonna do for all 3 listeners, we'll just do update. And we can get rid of this. So the beautiful thing that's gonna happen right now is that we can move all this stuff out. You can just say const tokens is state.transform, state.map, state what is it's state.transform. We'll do that, right? And then we always have an updated token list. Let's do that. State. I think there's an issue here that let me quickly check. Is it gonna look for state somewhere? Is state? That is an issue because it's gonna look for yeah, it's gonna look for this symbol. It's not gonna find it, so it's not gonna Hyperactive is not gonna think it's actual state. So I guess we'll just fix this in Hyperactive. What I've been working on here, a bunch of stuff, man. Citation. No idea what all this is. Okay, so seems like I've I don't think I need that anymore. Let's see what's here. Calling, seems like I started calling state a ref instead, but we're gonna just revert that because that's a bit of a conflict. I'm gonna call that is state is doing instance of state now. Okay, and we're using classes. That's not read only. Read only state. This is not value, and is value public? Value is public, so I must have already fixed this in Hyperactive, but I never got around to publishing this change. So let's get in here. I don't think I need that anymore. I don't think I need that. What does this do? Okay, makes sense. Read only state. What's unref? I think I understand. It gets the value type of, call it state type, and call this state. Do that. This is a good update. There's merge. Merge might be something that we care about. Merge ref. State it's in state. Let's we do that, and int element is, we'll just use that for now. That's a bit broken. What else is broken? Just do as any. This is shit for DOM types. It doesn't know that when the element is an input element, e.target is going to be an input element. Okay. This is going to be S. Okay. Publish no.value. Got it. Should we also do two directional binding? Like we can do state dot listen. Yeah, we can do that. What we can do is we can say this has to extend input. right? And then we always have, we should always have node dot value. Um, okay, that's why it was node dot attributes dot value. Okay, so this is a hyper node, and that's why it's like that. So maybe we can just move this in here, and then we'll have L dot L dot value, and we'll also have L dot value here. So only when you mount the element do you actually set the value, and you keep it updated when the state changes. Okay, that sounds good to me. So what we could do is take state, do that, and we can also commit DOM utils. Let's see the damage here. That's why. Okay, let's try removing these. I'm sure there was a good reason for this error. Property subscribers does not exist on type merged state T. What is this? Merge state. Merge state extends state. And state does have subscribers, right? State. Read-only state. Okay. So we have subscribers there. And it just errors all over now. I mean, it doesn't error all over now. What's here? Is that an error? No. Okay. So let's just try to add this in. And once we add it, we don't see any errors here. Okay. It just fits itself somehow. Apparently the last time I worked on it, I had some errors and I had a bunch of TS ignores, and now it doesn't error. It just fixed. Protected. Okay. Couldn't I just do that? In fact, couldn't I just drop it? Yeah, I could. I must have worked on it really late at night. Let me double check everything. Listen, map into. What's into? It takes a state. So it takes the values from here and publishes it into another state. I see. That state has to at least accept T, right? It has to be T extends U, but how do we do that in TypeScript? We have to say U is a subtype of T. So one member of a union extends the union itself. So T is one member of the union here, and U is the union. So the state that you're publishing into can be T and or a union of T and something else, right? So we need U to be something that accepts. I think you can just do. I think it can just do that, right? You should be able to do that because if T is um a, if this state is a subtype, it should just work. All right. Let's also double check everything else. The state type should probably go higher with all these other things. State, we have state.merge now, which is like, okay, if you give me an array of states, I'll give you an array of states. If you give me an object, I'll give you an object. We're only checking for refs 0. Why is that? Huh. I see. If refs 0, we are taking the rest parameter. So if the first element is a state, that means the rest are supposed to be states. So it'll be this, and if it is not, then the first element is the map itself, and there's nothing else in the ref. So we can just do ref 0 is the final thing that we want, the shape, and we can do rs. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Only works one level deep, but it still works. Makes sense. And then we have publish. Publish sets the value. Perfect. Merged state. Okay. Okay, so when you publish into a merged state, should merge just be a read-only state? Why do we need a merged state? Why do we need a merged state? Let's see. Isn't this just the same thing as the thing it extends? State.listen, which is really this. I done goofed up. As key subscriber. Interesting. What is key subscriber? Oh, so when you listen on a merge state, you get the key and the value. So when you get a read only, you only copy this value, right? Yeah, makes sense. So huh, I see. I see, I see. So we only okay, got it. So here we'd have like subscribers. And then you can just do that. So you don't really need this anymore because it's identical to the previous code except for the types. Oh, but because of the types, you might still need it. So you could actually do super dot listen listen. So that happens. Okay, so let's just ignore inspector. Yeah, and let's check the publish here. Same thing. What's wrong here? Why does it expect number? Okay, yeah, key will be a number here. And that is fine. Why does it need to be Where's key of used? Map entries. So like it's not used there. Not it's called K. Let's do that. So this says state entries, but we can also do map entries. Ref map. What do we need? We need something like that. What's this? Not compatible with its implementation because this says type of states. I think we can just remove this and do that. And then we can probably do that. Yeah, that seems to work. Just gonna do git add hyper state. State entries and map entries should probably be renamed into like array and object or whatever. Okay. Let's see what's the status of this. Last released. That's because everything else after that was a pre-release. So it says September 30. What's been done since then? Let's see what's going on here. This is fine. This is fine. State namespace. I think we just touched that, so it's fine. Update DOM-lib should be fine. Update elements. Let's see what that is about. This is fine. This probably needs to be reverted or like fixed later. That's fine. npm build and bomb version. We have CI, is it? Do we have CI? I don't feel like we had CI. I I kind of want to only publish to Dinoland right now. Um, if it fails, man. I'm just gonna make a release. If there is a CI and if it fails, then it just fails to publish. Not a big deal. Just gonna do it on these other screen that I have. While you guys take a quick break. 2.0.0 alpha 15. This project is never coming out of alpha. Publishing. Now we wait for Dino. Let's see. Let's just see how long it takes. What's wrong with you guys? Why is it always down? Alpha 15. Okay, we good. So let's go back to tabs. And what we should do now is get rid of state and get rid of bind, because we fixed it upstream. And we'd call this map, and we'd have bind here. So let's get into here and update this to 15. Do I do new state? Okay. I just do new state. Okay. What's the issue here? Oh, did I break something here? It used to work. Okay, never mind. I'll just do HTML div element state dot listen. Okay, perfect. So now we actually let's do this incrementally. So we'll replace this with that, and we'll have tokens, and we can get rid of that. Now we have this, but the thing is, so we want to do new state, and we can publish it to it. That's fine. What's okay? So we can probably use this tabs thing directly in here. So we want to do tabs dot value We want to import tabs from model. We do want that. Tabs.value. We're gonna do tabs dot or what we can do is tokens dot into how do you do merge? What was it? So, state dot merge. Oh, okay. So we just do state dot merge tabs and tokens. Okay. Merge takes an array. So okay. State.merge might need a little bit more work because it expects state, but it can actually just take read-only states. These can be read-only because it doesn't need to write into them. But it does actually write into them. Okay. Okay. So what we want to do is inside this div, whenever the tokens change, this is fine. Whenever the tokens change, what's all this? Tabs.filter. So we want to say const t's tabs.map and I kind of want to do tabs.filter here. We'll do this, right? And we'll do tokens.value. And whenever t changes, and this is actually just tabs, right? And whenever tabs changes, we can move that out. We can do that here. And we can do render DOM ref. Okay, this is actually kind of okay. So this needs eval. This is actually kind of cleaner than before. And we can actually just remove all this. Nothing holding us back over here. Yeah. Kind of cleaner than before. Because we're doing all the heavy lifting in the states now. right? So whenever the search, so we should call this search. Whenever search changes, we recompute a list of tokens, and whenever tokens, and we just do that. We don't actually handle that. Okay, so we also want to say when tokens changes, tokens, we kind of want to do that. Let's have like a function, refresh. So let's do it like that. And then you do tabs map, refresh. And then when tokens changes, kind of want to do the same thing. So let's do let, really? That would that break this? Why does it break this? Oh, because I'm not returning anything. Const. I do it like that. See if that works. I don't need all this right now. I should probably. This is fine, I think. This can be here. This should probably be there, but no, search is related to this input stuff, so let's keep it here. Okay, let's try building this. No idea what we've done. I mean, no idea if it will work or not. But let's reload this. It errored. Ref is not defined. Is falsy. Oh, this thing. Okay. We gotta go back. Gotta go back. 40. We gotta fix the timeline. State.hack. States. Single state. Probably just delete that. Where is this ref being called from? Right. Oh, where is what? Isn't it actually render DOM? That's right. So render DOM did get refactored, and we didn't publish it. I think it's just these little changes. Yeah, we just need to publish this. Let's add that. We need to add this also. We can probably do this later. We don't need this right now. What is in state.hack? This was probably an older version. Never mind. And we'll probably need that. No idea why I needed flip. Well, let's commit that. Attributes. I think this adds support for some stuff. Data stream, okay. But we're not gonna bother with this today because this is not a hyperactive stream. We're just gonna push that, close this off, and I'm gonna go to my magic thing. Publishing. Let's try reloading this. Okay, that was fast. It's fast. I like that. So let's go here. Let's do that. Cache it. Cache it. What was the other thing? That got cached. Okay. Build it. And let's check if that works. Error. No errors. Let's see. Let's see. I'm hoping it's just something trivial that I've messed up here. Let's see. Whenever tokens changes, whenever tabs changes, we call refresh. To be honest, okay. To be honest, I feel like we should do what's this? So we should probably do that. I'm a bit confused. So what we can do is we can just listen for this. Ah, listen is listen will only be called after there is some change to T's, which is still fine because whenever tokens changes, we do that. Okay, let's see what happens here. No output. It's not promising. Let's do search or listen. There might be another bug in Hyperactive. Might have to go back to it. Yeah, yeah, it is. Sorry. So let's go to listen. And let's see publish. Takes the value, sets it to this dot value, and then it calls for each of the subscribers. It calls the subscriber with the value, which seems reasonable to me. If you ask me, seems pretty reasonable. And map, it's a new state with the mapper. Okay, makes sense. That also makes sense. Whenever the value of this changes, it maps the changed value and then publishes it to the mapped one. Map state cannot be published into. That makes sense. So what is the issue? The issue might be in bind actually. Now that I think about it, let's see here. We take the state. So the initial value, that's fine. And then we have state.listen. Whenever the value changes, do that. And when there's an input event, you call state.publish. This continues to make sense to me. That it's a bit annoying. But let's go back to that. Let's see what. Wait, what? I just decided to start working because I said it was frustrating. The complaining always works. I don't know why, but the complaining always works. We know for sure that that this bind worked. We know that search worked. And if search worked, let's see if tokens worked. Let's reload this. I will be absolutely pissed if this comes back and says, like, now I'm gonna start working. So let's search for, what is it called? The tokens. Why wouldn't this get called? Hmm. Let's check if there's a bug in map. We just check this. It seems fine to me. Let's also check that in the debugger. Page has no sources. What? Why wouldn't the page have any sources? This is what happened last time. Now we want to work. What the heck? Oh, okay. That does make sense. It should only get triggered once, and then it only calls. It's only this thing that gets called every time. Okay. Let's go to find. Mine also 20 bucks. These This is like the only issue I have with arrow functions. Can't place a breakpoint in them. And to edit it, I would need to. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, that seems to be working just fine. Let's go back to map. Wanna place my breakpoint there. Not here. Something is wrong with the mapper. No, it does give me right kind of value. Uh, huh. So it seems like tokens is getting the right value. Now, I'm guessing we need to This is on tabs.map. When is tabs? I should call this filtered. Filtered is a good case for state.merge, if only state.merge actually works. I'll get it working later, but right now the issue is that filtered, yeah, that is the issue. Filtered needs to be update when tabs change and when tokens change. Oh, does it? Does this actually? Okay, so let me try doing. Let me try just new state, and then I can do tab here. Tab, okay. And I need to make it a tab array and pass it an array, and then I just do just gonna do tab array filter. So we won't need this. We need const filtered. We'll just do this the simplest way we can. When tabs change, we want to do that, and when tokens change, we want to do values. What? Oh, tabs is an array. Where is that coming from? Tabs is not supposed to be an array. Okay. What if I do this? This should work, right? It's only 9 KB now. Right, nice. We'll just okay, okay. Just play that. Okay, still doesn't work. Let's look at these two. See what's going on here. Let's see that. Okay, when a new tab was introduced, it did do that. Okay, it did that. But when a new token was introduced, it did not. And also you see that it is actually filtering for everything. This does not have a D in it. Neither does this. Okay, so tokens seem to be not being updated. Tokens aren't updated. That must have been the issue from before. So we'll just put a breakpoint in tokens. The heck? Where's my breakpoint? What is this gonna give me? Seems fine. Search.map. The tokens is an empty array. That is kind of weird. Tokens is still an empty array. This works. Let's look at map again. So we definitely create a new state. And because that new state, we don't, okay, we don't set the initial value of that state. Okay. It's never happened before. It's probably a Dino bug. Okay, so we do create a new state with the mapped value of the current value. And then we say when this changes, cause the new thing to change as well. And then we return the read-only version of that. Wait a second. Does read-only not update? Oh my god. That was the issue. Read-only doesn't actually update when this changes. Oh my god. This wasn't a bug in the previous one because it was literally just this same object, something like that. I mean, in the previous version of state in Hyperactive. So let's go back to Hyperactive. Let's see if we can fix this bug. Let's see read only. It's always the thing that you least expect that has the most bugs. We need a way for read only to reflect the upstream state without sharing its subscribers and stuff. We need the value of read only to update. So I think what we should do is get value, return this start. Yeah. We need a way for the thing that creates the read-only state to be able to update it, but we don't want the consumers of read-only to be able to update it. Right, so let's do like I'm not sure how to do it. I'm just going with the flow for now. Oh. What it could do is that's actually accept a state, right? So it could say give me a state, and that state would be like read only state. We don't actually need it to be. It got a thing. Then we do that. We do that, right? And the issue. That should kind of work. Okay. That work. It would not because it's in shit. So we don't actually need it. We just need something like that, right? And then we can do that. Can we? Actually, this is not okay because the value of this needs to be updated with the value of this, and for that, we need to stop accessing this dot value and actually store this object, just like super does, like that. And then we can do, we can't assign to this dot value yet. So we do state that, and then do that, and then do that. And as a consequence, you can just never update value directly, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Pass that, and then that would just work, I think. So read only property. Right. So we do state dot. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. We need to rethink merge state thing. Okay, so the difference between merge state and regular state is that merge state can, the listener of merge state will actually get 2 parameters instead of 1. So it gets value and key, which is kind of useful. What we could do is make the key value map. So it's relevant to listen and publish, right? And let's look at publish. Right. We cannot enforce the second parameter in publish. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna say that there's no merge state. It's just gonna be state. And state is gonna receive it's gonna receive that, right? Oops. Okay. Um, Let me think about this for a second. So what I want is publish should now take an array, right? So that means merged the this thing is actually supposed to be that, and because we are breaking the, I think we can do that, right? So here we would have what does map entries do? It takes a state. This is really just number and key, right? What's wrong? An extra thing. So we do is. Okay, that seems fine. Fine. And the second thing is we need to get that over here. Okay, so state entries. So let's look at this. So this needs to become, instead of key something and value something, as like that. For issue here, key okay, key of right. So we can probably use this. So let's try doing if it's an array, then um, we'll call this merged event. Okay, instance state array. This becomes a number, and is that, does that work? We'll do that. Then we can come down here and we'll just do same thing here, right? So we'll just do type of states, like that. It was probably better that way. And we can probably just get rid of this. Yeah, this is fine. And we can get rid of keyed subscribers. And we can get rid of this unused parameter. This issue here. This needs to be merged state value. And we can probably do like object.keys are as 0, or like object.values Excuse me. Ah, let's take RS. Value. I'll put a question mark there. This probably needs to be like that. R in RS. Rs. What is even Rs? E. Make this easier to read. Okay. Where do I think it's any? What is key? That seems reasonable. And what's updated? Just any. So let's do maybe I'll just do like that as do we need an unknown? Nope, that wasn't the issue. It just says all right, makes sense. So we'll just do type like that. Wasn't this supposed to already does that for us? So I think this shouldn't be there. That was the mistake. Okay. I think it will still error if this was missing. It doesn't because it thinks updated is any, and the whole thing just becomes any array. So let's try doing this. I removed merge state. So sorry, I'm gonna close this because I really just wanted to work now. We make a release. Okay, start. And I'll come in and do that. Was this is cache? The other two should be two, right? I guess not elements because it doesn't like hyperactive doesn't depend on elements. Like elements depends on hyperactive. So I should actually try to cache elements, and by that it should do everything. So now let's try doing that. Let's build it. My pop-out chat just crashed, but it still like doesn't matter. There's no chat in it anyway. Now if we go like that, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? No errors. I'd be glad to see some errors at this point. I really would. So now let's go. Let's search for let's go to the end of this file. And let's keep a look at this. This doesn't work. I'll probably just end the stream for today. I can always just fix hyperactive and come back to this another time. So tokens is the value of the heck. There's a value of the heck. Oh yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. What's wrong? What's wrong now? What happens if you do tokens dot value? That actually makes sense. Now if I do that, we should have debugged. Okay, let's look at the next filters then. And while we're at it, why not go all the way? See what these two get. Tokens.listen. Tokens.listen. Tokens has changed. So this should trigger, right? It doesn't. It doesn't. Just gonna look at this just once. See if there's anything obvious about this. Oh. These subscribers don't actually know when the state changes. They don't. This is actually kind of silly now at this point, because this thing cannot actually observe changes to this. Right? It needs to watch for these changes and then trigger its listeners. Like we push to subscribers, but we never call them. Okay, I'm just gonna try to fix that. I'm actually kind of tired now, but let's see. How long has it been since the stream started? Holy shit, it's been 3.5 hours. Well, fuck. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway. So it makes sense now that the value held in read-only state does get updated, but this does not. So what we need is for read-only state to take some sort of notifier. Right? So read-only state needs a way for its parent. So no, its caller. So when we create a read-only state, and also I just forgot that these need to be read-only state actually, right? No, because we publish into them, but we have to return read-only. That makes sense. When we call read-only, this needs to say this needs to pass something here that something like an observable, something like a state, if you would. What if we just did that? What if we just did we can't do that because we don't store references to all the read-only states that we create. Okay. So what if we just do get value, turn this start This is T. And you can add subscribers. And it would be in the subscriber list of the global thing. It's kind of weird. Can we get around it? Or we could just cop out and say any subscribers you add to this would just be subscribers of the parent state. You should just not. No, I'm not too comfortable with that. No. I don't think so. There's also no way to remove a listener. For which we would need subscribers to be a set. Then we can just do subscribers.add and subscribers.remove. Either way. A very tricky problem, for sure. Read only needs listen. It needs its state. Does it need a state? Doesn't really. Only that can be moved here. I'm gonna move it over. It needs listen and map. Does it need into? It can have into. Doesn't hurt to have into. Takes a writable state and publishes to it. Makes sense. I'm stumped. The old way before we introduce classes, the old way would have worked, but it would leak listeners. So I think we just do that for now. Right? So we just do listen. This dot listen. Yeah. And we do the same for map. And we do the same for into. And that would be it. We have listen here. We don't have listen. So we'll just move listen. Publish listen. We need into. And we need map. Map isn't here. So we'll move map here. What's wrong with map? Okay. We'll probably fix that. And now this doesn't have anything in it. So we can just say interface. Value. Read only T. Now it's say implements. So that wouldn't be a thing anymore. Instead of instance of state. Why doesn't this have value? state should have value. So that would be get value return. Okay. What else? This does subscribers doesn't. Okay. So we need does it need to be public? Can I just make it like that? I don't need to assign anything. Do that. Read only. Value is never really readable. What's wrong with this? Yeah, I can't do that. Let's do type is so actually whenever we return this thing, we need to say read only, right? You can only do it on literal types. It doesn't matter. What does map return? It returns read only state of you. That actually type checks. Do I use read only anywhere else? Okay. What does this do actually? Oh, okay. Read only state is only used here and it's used here. What is it used for? Okay. So it's like a lesser form of state. So this is fine. I'm using it as type. Do we even need state here because state implements read only anyway? I think we also need a state. State is state. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit tricky. So let's just do let's do it like that, and then we do that, and then we can do heads. Of heads is object, and heads and that should work. And then we just also add I think that should work. What about this? Make this a type import. Okay, I'm gonna add this. I'll add that. and probably this. And then I can do git add, git commit. Save, okay. I'll push. Make one last release for today. That's all I'm gonna ask. There's just one last release. Wait a second. Okay, it's always going to refer to this dot value and listen map and into. We're always going to map from here because this is read only. Mapping from here is mapping from this is safe. Into is also safe. Listen is the only thing that kind of leaks, and that is fine. That is fine. I'm happy to live with that. I'm making a release. And now we're gonna already cached elements, so this should just work. It should just work. It doesn't. I think mod and elements import different things. Let's see if our extension works now. It doesn't. You goddamn. Okay, let's look at what's happening here. This doesn't get called. How is this possible? I actually have no idea. I actually just don't. Unless the publish didn't go through or something, like it definitely did. You can see it right here that what's all this? It's from the GitHub extension. So let's look at map. Okay, let's look at this, and let's look at read only. map would have been called early. Okay, so let's see. Map creates a new state. So it's not actually a crime that we leak listeners, except if the user calls read only. That's fine. What happens here? Does this publish not get called? This dot listen, so it kind of makes sense there. Just this dot listen again. Let's see if that. Okay, and this also makes sense. It does get called. Call this dot publish. Call this dot publish. Anything that's so let's see what. Uh-oh. Why would that error? S dot I made it a private member. Okay. Definitely has one subscriber. What happens to that subscriber when I publish this value? So if I do mapper value, I get what I'm expecting. So that one map is, sorry, the one listener is this thing, right? So if I do this, okay. I'm doing filter tabs sort value. So I need to see what's in tokens dot value right now. Oh, what's too much recursion though? Can't help myself. I need to fix this. Oh, god damn it. Should I fix it? That should fix it, right? Yeah. Looks ugly, but it's gonna fix it. Or what I can do is, it is this, and then I do it dot value. It's and I'm gonna have to publish another release. This is the last one, guys. I mean, myself. There's nobody on the store. Just me now. But I gotta finish what I started. I'm gonna close that one last time. Elements. Do you know publishes kind of fast? What's wrong now? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I think they're just mismatched versions. I just try reloading the window. Actually, it would be nicer to wait. And what's the issue? It's a stack tab. But this gives me a completely different. Oh, because oh god. I'm glad that was not a complex bug again. The final attempt. Holy shit. Well, this fucking rocks. I was able to close itself. I think that's a good point to stop. That was it was telling, you know. So what should we commit? We should commit search.html because we got it to work. We should commit that, and we should commit all the depths and the search and the model and the background and search.css. I think can get ignored. Yeah. Git push where? I should also make a license. Okay. Okay, I need a repo for this, so I'm just gonna quickly make one. Right, that's it for today. Have a good night and hope you guys had a good Diwali. If you're watching this later, it's like 12:02 here. I'm just gonna end the stream. Good night. Bye.